Hi, everyone. I am here because I am on that one person journey to finish all of Apple. And I'm going to tell you that I am almost done with the dramas. I have finished, I have one positive and one absolute negative. So, my positive, should we start with the positive or should we start with the negative? Um, okay. So the negative is that I finished watching Losing Alice. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. There is nothing positive about Losing Alice, FYI. I just felt like Losing Alice was incredibly boring. I felt like there should be a positive, comment coming up, and there isn't one. And so I just kind of felt really depressed about it. Like there was some twists and turns, and it's like, come on, this girl is a weirdo. Like, look, there is no saving grace. Let me see. Let me see if I can find a saving grace about the movie, about the show. Oh, I know. I think it's interesting for us to come to the realization that it has to be difficult for people to uh, it has to be really difficult for people to perform in these space, to be a director, right? Because I think that is the biggest issue. It is really difficult to be a director because you probably do lose yourself. And so I can get that. I can get with that. And I think that that is a nice way for us to understand all of the issues that can come from writing or directing these kind of projects. Other than that, I'm good. I'm good. It's boring. Home Before Dark though has my heart. Like my heart is with Home Before Dark. And I say that like genuinely. Like I love this show. And I cannot wait for season 2. By the way, we don't need a season 2 of Losing Alice. Anywho, so definitely this is worse than C. C was my least favorite. This one is worse than C. Home Before Dark is actually pretty decent. And I really liked it. And I liked it so much because it does such a great job at, showing this parent father's daughter relationship dynamic that they have, and then also the levels of twists and turns that takes place. And I just love the little girl who has all this ambition to follow in her father's career steps as a journalist, and he really kind of nurtures that. And I just love the fact that we really do need to really kind of nurture our kids' interests and careers. Even though when people make comments like, oh, it's too young for them to be thinking this way, it's never too young for kids to be thinking about how they can kind of emulate a career space for themselves. I think it's adorable. I think it's charming. I enjoy it. So kudos to this show. I think that every episode is improves upon itself. And I mean, I literally watched the whole thing in 2 days, and I could have binged it and watched it all in one day actually, because it was just that good. So I definitely urge you to go watch Home Before Dark. I'm on my last drama series that is out. And I started it a little bit because I got tired of seeing C. So I was like, well, let me go watch it. And I was like, okay, no, Liz, you got this. You can finish C. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to finish C. I finished C. So I'm going to start For All Mankind again. I've already started watching the first episode. It's into the second season. Second season dropped, I think, 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to watch that and then get more into the comedy series. I'm gonna tell you again, Apple TV does not define comedy correctly because comedy these things aren't funny. Most of them are not funny that I've already watched in the comedy section. And yeah, yeah. So I guess I'll probably go to after I'm done with the dramas. I guess I can go to the comedies before I go to the feature films, and because I'm not, yeah, yeah, because I'm not rushing to watch. I'm definitely not interested really in watching the Billy, Billy. What is it? The Billy series, that singer Billy. That really isn't my testimony, but but it is what it is. We'll see. I am interested in a few of their feature films that are going to be coming out, but I think I can hold off. I There's a lot of buzz about the Billy. There's a lot of buzz about. Well, part of it is because there was a Golden Globe nomination or a win last night on United States versus Bill. Is it Billie Holiday? I think so. And I'm going to get to that. I'll probably get to it sometime this week. Anyway, sorry, that's my dentist. When I had an appointment, I was like, I thought it was next week. It is next week. No, I thought it was next week. It is next week. Okay, so have a great week. And I guess I'll see you probably tomorrow. Like I'm have such a busy week. I have chapters due for my book. I have presentations due. I have some papers due. I'm giving a presentation at a conference this week. I have presentation at a conference next week. I have school that ends this week, school that starts next week. Like I am going to be getting very little rest trying to get all this stuff done. I cannot believe how much I have to do. And I'm trying to stay above water here, but it's a good thing to have a lot of things to do. So, with that being said, I got to get going. See you tomorrow.